MasterHutch here with MasterHutch Gaming. Hold on, I'm just trying to adjust the volume real quick. Alright, so, I know everybody's like, oh man, we have an AFK, I don't know why, I don't think we can do this, we can't win, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, no idea why, but one of our teammates, and also we've got a very strange team comp. We've got 3 assassins, a tank, and a mage, and the mage is actually really tanky too, which is really cool. So, at begin with, it was all good, things were going great. I was trying to find a good build, because I don't have one that's strong against mage, and we've got 2-3 mages, plus their tank thingy does a lot of mage damage too. So I was looking for a good gear, trying to find a good magic gear to use. And when I found one, I thought that they really needed help, so I was heading there. It looked like there was 1-2 people there. I couldn't tell, but they requested backup, so I headed that way, saw that the lane had cleared, so I was like, alright, I'm going to head to bottom, because I'm going to be needed down there. This is the first time I actually ever used a tank emblem on Hylos. Usually I use a magic emblem, because he has such high HP from mana, and my mage emblem gave him a ton of mana and cooldown. But this time I did not use it, so this was a whole new thing. I used a tank emblem, and somewhere around here, the Hayabusa just decides, I don't know if the game crashed or what the hell happened, but they all of a sudden went into AFK. We were all starting to get worried because, I mean, anybody would be worried. I mean, as you see, this is a 25-minute match. This is going to be a long match, a long game. It's going to be amazing, though. Because, like, a lot of good plays were made, a lot of well-placed development, a lot of proper Lord Slays and things like that helped us take over the other team in a 4 versus 5 environment.
An enemy has been slain.
I just wanted to keep that Harley out of the battle, which is why I stunned him, because I didn't want him charging in on both of them along with the extra teammates. And I headed back to my lane because I figured they were all going to head back to theirs. They did do a little bit of chasing, and I can't remember who ends up winning that fight. But yes. I mean, Cho tries really hard several times. I think that time I actually killed myself because I left my stuff on for too long and sapped all of my HP. I was hoping that I could have done enough damage to him that when he got hit with the turret, he would have died too. Kind of like a mutual killing, but it did not work out. So it was around there, as you see, he's already AFK. I don't remember exactly when it happened.
Our turret has been destroyed.
But from there, we're all discussing how it looks like the Hayabusa has gone AFK, and we don't know what to do at this point because we were already slightly being overwhelmed. And now it is a 4 versus 5, and that usually ruins morale really friggin' badly. And it was here where I was getting double teamed, and I couldn't fight them myself. That I said, guys, look, this is going to be really hard, but don't give up, don't quit, don't stop, don't quit. We've got this, we have to get this, we need to prove that we can. It took a couple of times that I was writing it. I didn't write it all at once, but it was around there where I started saying things like that, because I was like, guys, I don't want to lose. This is a ranked game. I don't like playing ranked because of things like that, where people go AFK, they act childish. Who knows what the hell happened? And sometimes people are just plain fucking idiots. I mean, to begin with, we've got 3 assassins, and I'm looking at the team build like, well, me, man, this is gonna be rough.
An ally has been slain.
And I already figured I was going to die. While I was killing the minions, I was typing, which is why I wasn't prepared for them to show up.
You have been slain.
And I just finished what I was typing because I figured at this point, there's no way I could win that fight. Everybody's on the other lane. I'm over here solo, trying to take on 2 people. I was trying out a new emblem, so things were not going very well for me. I'm also trying out a completely different build than normal, everything else like that. I do have to admit, I was very, very, very impressed with that build. I had no boots the entire game, so I was about this fast the entire game. I really tried to save him, but I couldn't. Even if I had boots, I would not have been able to save that dude. I saw they were starting to back out, but then I saw another person showing up, so I decided to try to come in and try to help save Alice. Alice headed into Wonderland, so I'm hoping she made it out good. I was so glad that I developed magic armor first, because there's 3 mages plus the that guy with the wings that's darting like that. He's another magic damage hero. Oh. Got the yawns, sorry. Okay, yeah, so I got the Athena shield, and I paused here for a minute to type to the teammates again, while I was finishing some of the motivational talking, like, guys, don't give up, please, we can't give up. I was letting them know, yeah, they've taken a turret or 2, but we still got this. We do have a ton of damage. So, my plan was, if I build tanky enough, they'll focus everything on me, and Alice is a tanky-ish character too, so they'll focus on her and I, and in the end, we will be able to win these team fights, even if we're 4 versus 5. So I decided that I was going to sacrifice boots. I told them all, I was like, guys, I'm not getting boots. I'm going to be very slow, because I'm going to make myself extra tanky instead of just having a little extra armor or a little extra magic defense. I'm actually going to build a whole nother item. And I'm guessing they understood that, and because nobody was like, oh, stupid Hylos, you're never here when we need you, or anything like that. No, we all stayed strong, we stayed firm in each other, we kept giving a confidence boost, saying, you know, don't give up, things like that. We worked really well together. I saw there was a fight going on in mid lane. There was like a 4 versus 5, 3 versus 5 as I'm seeing now. I thought it was a 4 versus 5. And I finished clearing the lane, and I figured they were heading to jungle. So I did head that way. I was saying, don't give up, because somebody was like, guys, this is useless, because we were losing tower after tower. And so I was just typing real quick, don't give up. I decided to grab the buff because that made me extra tanky. It gives me magic and armor defense, plus my mana consumption is lower, allowing my mana, even with my skills up to date, to continue proccing. Like my mana was still going up even with my skill being on, like a big jump of up, because the cost was low. And here we decided, we took out 3 of their people. Let's go ahead and do Lord. I thought it was 3. It ended up just being 2. But it was their 2 really good ones, and I knew how to counter Harley's move if he tried to jump in and take Lord. I stood over on that end. I just ran over that way to heal them real quick so that we ensured the survival through the fight of Lord. I saw that he jumped in there. I was so glad that he made it out, because I was like, I'm not going to make it in time to save him. I'm not going to make it. And I was using this for my speed boost, which it looks so funny when he's trying to run fast with no boots. It's hilarious. I couldn't help but laugh a couple times throughout the match. I was actually starting to feel a little defeated, because I was already at 1 and 2. 2 deaths. I was like, I got the tank emblem, and I was like, I'm going to finish that real quick, screw it. I wasn't going to be able to get in there in time either way. And then I charged into battle, and I just stood there taking all the hits, and I'm just like, man. I mean, no boots, sure, he is really, really, really slow. And then I saw that Lancelot charged all the way up in there. I'm like, okay, let's go. We got this. Lancelot took him out, spread them out, and I went through, finished off one side. I was hoping to be able to at least get some damage on him, but I was not able to. I looked at my mana, and I was like, I do need mana, so I just ended up going back to base. I bought some extra mana so I could stay out longer. And then I decided I think I want a different item. I believe this is where I changed my item, and I sold everything I had and went for a different item because the amount of damage they were doing was scaring me, and I also wanted some cooldown, and that's why you end up seeing the HP regen, because I decided to work on a different item instead. I'm making my way there. They aren't even complaining. They know I don't have boots because I'm going to get in battle, and I'm not going to let myself die. I do end up dying a couple more times because being this slow, I didn't mind sacrifice to be able to help ensure that we do win these team fights. She went in like that, so I wanted to get in there and take the turret damage so she could get out safely right there, which was a really good play because I think everybody would have ended up killing her if I had not, because all their damage plus the turret damage, probably she wouldn't have healed through it. So that worked out really well. Right here, we ended up actually getting buff. I don't remember who get it. I think she got it, which actually is probably a guy. I'm just saying she because Alice is a female. I really wish they hadn't charged into battle like that and waited for their tank. We were just trying to get buff real quick. I saw Alice was getting jumped. I was like, crap, I got out of there and she did not make it. I'm guessing Cho ended up kicking her. So I tried to get to her in time. I did not make it. This one, I was trying to hit retreat while also trying to take all of their damage. I did my best. I knew I was going to die. So I finally was like, okay, I've gotten all my skills off. Let me get my fingers off my skills and hit the retreat button so he knows to get the hell out of there. I was just taking their damage to make sure that he got out. That's at this point in a 4 versus 5, that's the best job a tank can do, is ensure that they do not kill the squishies, so the squishies can go get buff, get money, get built, so that when I'm taking all the damage, they can kill. That was the entire plan. And I mean, I typed it out the best I could while walking around and things like that. Like, this is what's going to happen. This is what we have to do. I wasn't the only leader. A couple of us were giving suggestions and things like that. So you'll notice either there's pauses and things like that. And it was amazing how this match went. I mean, look at that. Look at that. We are 4 versus 5. Hayabusa's still in the base, just hanging out. And we've got all of their turrets except for one dropped. We lost 4. They've lost 8. I wanted to make sure that we do finish off most of their enemies. I got in the way of all of his damage because I've got the magic armor. She put on that skill and then busted that, jumped in. She went for one, I went for the other, which allowed us both to get some extra money. And then we chased down Cho the best we could. She gave up on it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get buffed because I need the extra armors. The resistance for magic, the armor, and the mana cooldown will help my character be much more useful in the field. So I went for buff. I didn't realize that they were pushing in. I was like, I need armor. I have to get this armor. They killed her off. I was like, son of a... And I backed out. I was like, okay, I've got to stop pushing right now. Let's just wait for a second, regroup. We were going to do Lord, and then we were like, nah, never mind. Because we realized the whole team had respawned in, and if we tried to go for Lord, it would have been stolen. We would have been done for. The beautiful thing about this build is they're hitting me, and a lot of the damage that they're doing is not even noticeable, especially with the buff. Those 3 items alone have made me an ungodly tank. I was so impressed with that, the emblem and the item build and everything else like that. I've never tried this before, but I decided that I needed something new, especially because of the situation where we were in a 4 versus 5. I wanted to go to Lance, but after Lance died, I was like, well, crud. So I didn't want to fight Lord. He kept trying, and I'm like, dude, just stop. And he wouldn't stop, so I tried to take some of the damage until he realized we're not going to be able to do this. Do you see? And then finally he's like, okay, we're not going to be able to do this, and runs. And I'm like, finally, I didn't want him to freaking die. That's the reason I stood there, just kind of standing there. Because there was no way we were going to do it. I don't have any kind of really good items for doing a Lord kill, especially at this point. We're behind on money. I mean, we're actually ahead of them, but we're still really behind on money. And I was really concerned. I saw that he dropped that, so I tried to make sure I took all of that damage. At this point, I'm just trying to, like, be a really big nuisance. I was really not impressed with the way Gusion was playing. I was so sad when he dumped out of my way like that, too. I was like, God dang it, that was a good one, too. I could have had that. Stunned him for the kill. My item finally started proccing and healing me, so I turned off my my aura for a little bit, so hopefully I could get some HP back. I wasn't able to get as much as I was hoping to get, so I dropped that. We just, it was so many right placement plays, and here I ended up not making it out in time. Oh, this is one where I did, but I think I was trying to make sure that Lance was safe, so I ended up trying to take more of the damage. I don't know who got the buff. I tried to get in way of his strikes. I hope Lance had gotten the buff. I couldn't tell who did or did not. I do end up dying 2 more times. With as much gear as you see, that's pretty impressive to die. Because, like, I was surprised that I ended up dying. I was like, there's nothing. I tried to drop it to where Alice could get out, but Cho kicked her. And from that point, there was nothing we could do. Right here, Lance was so impressed with me that he was like, here, take the money buff. You need it. And I was like, yes! Watch you see it. Thank you! Normally you don't see an assassin say, here, you get that. You need it. Normally they're like, I need it. And he was like, okay, this tank actually needs this at this point. Because it's a 4 versus 5. I was hoping he would come in and we would just drop the rest of the turret. And it didn't go as well as planned. I tried to get him out. I think I did get him out. I can't remember. But I do think this is one where I didn't make it. Yes, he ends up making it out. And me... Oh, he didn't make it out. I was trying to draw all of them back to me so that they would get thirsty for the kill and just kill me so he could get out. And it didn't work out. The other guy ended up still chasing and getting the kill. So that's the 4th of my 5 deaths. Alice is continuously pushing. I have to say I was really impressed with that. She did really friggin' well. They started catching up to us a little bit in money. And I decided to do a little bit of taunting. I was like, it's 4 versus 5, and it takes all of that to kill me. Oh my gosh, guys. Get good. Just a little bit of frustration taunt. If somebody taunts you and you're not doing good, you're going to get frustrated, mess up, screw up a little bit, make bad plays. And so at this point, I'm just like, okay, it's time to taunt a little bit because they're starting to improve their gameplay and things are not looking good. A little bit of mind tactics, don't hate. I was going to help Lance with that, and I was like, alright, he got that, we're good. So I'm really slow, so I'm trying to make sure I'm in the right spots at the right times. I don't bother with trying to kill Cho first. because he's so crowd controlling. What I want to do is take out all of the other guys because he's got a lot of crowd control and a lot of he's a really good tank too. I felt really defeated that point when the thing with wings. He ended up healing back. All of his HP just dwindled down. And I was like, crap. And they're like, initiate retreat, and I'm like, oh man, really? I just went in, I'm like, yeah, we got this, we're good. She's gonna go for that. And I figured Kagura was gonna come in, so I started slamming my skill until she was close enough. As soon as she was close enough, I hit her with it. And she, for some reason, jumped back to me, and so I hit her with my skill again. She came at me, and I'm like, really? She just did that? Alright, cool. I drop another one. I was just trying to make sure he didn't escape. And I made it out. And then Joe tried to kill me. My shield activated just in time. So I dropped my healing. Was really excited. I saw that he was going for top, and I was like, you know what? Let's add some insult to the injury. I think Alice needs some backup up there. I did see there was a lot at the bottom, but I was already most of the way to top at that point, so I was like, I'm just clearing top. I've got to make a lot of plays, and I've got to think a lot extra compared to normal because of how slow I am. I'm sitting here, I'm like, guys, don't give up, we got this, don't give up. I mean, we've got half of their turret down, we've got most of their actual turrets gone. The last line of defense they have is the one on the bottom, and it's almost gone, and I'm just like, guys, please don't stop, don't initiate surrender, because all that's going to do is make us all frustrated with each other. Just go. And it worked out for the, and Joe was sitting here trying to hit me, and I'm just ignoring him. I don't even care he exists at this point. I'm feeling so godlike in my tankiness that he's hitting me, and I'm just like, I'm gonna finish off these minions. Yeah. Everybody shows up to battle. We get the Kagura. He starts trying to pull at us. Alice is like, yeah, I'm not having any of this. I stun him so he can't get out. We finish him off. I saw Harley was top, and I was like, you know what? I know how to get him to retreat. And Alice was like, I know how to get him to retreat. So we charge right into their base, knowing, and I go and make sure that they know that I'm here. So I walk into their thing for a second, and as we're attacking, I'm like, I want them to know that we're here, so they come back and start trying to defend their base. Harley had to retreat. Cho came back. Everybody came back. I'm just standing in their turret, annoying the piss out of them. I'm just like, let's go, guys. Let's go. I drop my heal. I start healing up, hitting these guys, making sure we get these kills. I end up dying. I was like, crap. That was not good. Oh, I was so let down at that point. But I was like, that's okay, because Alice was there for the tank at that point. As you see, she's very tank. It's just her leech and everything else, her skill set makes her like this really impressive tank mage. And it works out really well as long as she's not like crowd controlled too long and is able to reburst those skills out. She can fill her health right back up. And I think that's why she continuously kept pushing top while we all kept working on everything else. As you see, the bottom lane turret finally fell. I started working on my final item. I didn't even know what to build, so this time that I was down, I was like, okay, I need to find the perfect item for this. I need to find what'll top off the rest of this. I've got enough magic damage resistance, and I was like, you know what? I really don't. So I believe at that point I ended up making another magic resist. Even though it was the turret that killed me, I've got 3 mage damagers that I'm fighting, plus the tank that does mage damage. And I'm not Cho, I'm talking about the other one. As you see, Cho has never ended up dying in this entire game. And that just, it has me really impressed with that character. I don't know if that guy's just that darn good, or what's going on with that. But yeah, I think right here we end up finally being able to shut down Cho. I saw Hardy was pushing again. I was like, you jerk. Well, all four of us are here, so are you going to be able to get in or out or no? I tried to stun him and it didn't quite work. Like, because I was hoping he would finish with the kill, and no. He was like, nope, not dying. Not dying today. I wanted to make sure that I took the damage so that the assassins could live through this, because they were really low on health. So I was doing the best I could to try to take all of the damage, also heal myself up, keep everybody alive. At that point, I'm just wanting to make sure nobody survives, because this is what we need, is a full team wipeout to just be able to unrelentlessly attack that turret and finish it off. Everybody is like fighting for their lives. I tried to save them, I really did, and the minions came in for the win, and that is proof right there. It doesn't matter if it's 4 versus 5, you've still got a chance. Don't give up. Never give up, because try. As long as you're making the right plays, doing the right things, you've got this. There's no way you can't do this. It baffles my mind that people actually give up. So, yeah, that's all there is to say. I mean, why would you give up? Look at that. I had no boots, so I wasn't always able to move as quickly as I wanted. But that's okay, because it ended up adding up in the end, because I was able to withstand all of the damage. And me and Alice both died 5 times, which is not bad for 2 tanky characters. Unfortunately, our squishies died quite a bit more than we were wanting. But all in all, that went really well for a 4 versus 5 team. I mean, look at that. 0-0-0. He was never there for the entire game. They were all definitely there. I could not kill Cho for the life of me, so I may try to find some way of making that build as well myself or something, because that was really impressive. And then he had the revival, which he didn't even need. He didn't even need that revival. I was so impressed with that Cho. I have to say, because, jeez, man. Sorry, guys. But yes, thanks for watching. Remember, never give up. Never give up. That was a ranked game, by the way. A ranked game. And we totally annihilated. So, never give up. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely share this with your friends so they can see that you never give up. Alright, guys. Y'all have a great day.